Good to go.
All right. Thank you, Antonia. Good evening, folks. Certainly want to welcome you to the Vinton Town Council meeting for this Tuesday, April 15th. Antonia, would you please call the roll
Yes.
for the last time?
Councilmember Lyles.
Here.
Councilmember McCarty.
Here.
Councilmember Stovall.
Here.
Vice Mayor Mullins. Here. Mayor Gross.
Here. Obviously, we have a quorum. Certainly want to thank all you folks for being here this evening. We will ask you to stand in just a minute for our moment of silence. We use that here in the town of Vinton so that everyone can pray or meditate as they see fit. If you pray, and I hope you will, I certainly plan to, I would ask you to keep this country, this community, and this council meeting in your thoughts and prayers. And while we're standing, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. Councilman Lyles, who's in charge of that?
Well, I was just hand signaling with Nathan. He's fine.
Is that what that was? Oh, okay. You guys are pretty good. So if you'd stand for that, please.
Please face the flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Okay, again, welcome to our council meeting. And we'll start the evening with the announcement of some community events. Councilmember McCarty?
That's right. April the 19th is the Shred event from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Municipal Building parking lot. And the good news is there is no limit on boxes or bags of paper. So bring all that you have. But we will. April the 24th, Arbor Day celebration from 11 to 12 at the Vinton Public Library. Sign up on the library website. April the 25th and 26th is the Dogwood Festival in downtown Vinton. Friday at 6 at the Farmers Market, Trial by Fire Journey Tribute Band. And Saturday is the parade at 2 p.m. And May the 26th, the town offices will be closed in observance of Memorial Day. We also encourage you to visit one of the many restaurants or entertainment venues in our community. For more information, that can be found on each venue's website or social media. For more information on everything happening in Vinton, please visit the In Vinton Facebook page and don't forget to like and share. I didn't have to say the senior center.
I'm so proud.
Charles Senior. I can't say that. But anyway, that's all we got.
All right, thank you. We appreciate that. While we're making announcements, I understand that we're going back to normal operating hours on Friday through the month of May. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes, sir. For the spring tax collection, will be open 9 to 4 on Fridays.
Okay, good. Thank you. We'd send that out as a reminder. And with that, we'll move on to activities by the council and vice mayor.
All righty, it's short and sweet this time. April 9th, Councilmember Lyles and Councilmember McCarty attended the Community Development Committee meeting. And today, Councilmember Stovall and Mayor Gross attended the Finance Committee meeting.
And it was exciting.
It was that.
What was that?
It was that.
Thank you, ma'am. Request to postpone or change the order of the agenda. Council, if you have no objections, there may be one or two additional items under awards and presentations. I think the chief has something. So. Any objections? No. Okay. With that, we'll move to the consent agenda. Tonight it has the minutes of the work session on April 1st and the regular meeting on April 1st, as well as a resolution concerning an insurance claim and some funds from scrap metal. Are there any changes or additions? Hearing none, we'll entertain a motion to accept the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
I have a motion by Councilmember Lyles, second by Councilmember Stovall. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. All right, now we'll get to the fun stuff. the awards and presentations, and we'll start with our Arbor Day proclamation, and then I think, Nathan, you have a few things too, right? But if you present the proclamation, please.
Absolutely. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Morton proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for the planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable source, giving us paper, wood for homes, fuel for fires, and countless other wood products. And whereas trees in our own town increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community. And whereas trees, wherever they are planted, are a source of joy and spiritual renewal. Now, therefore, Mayor Bradley E. Gross and the Town Council of the Town of Vinton, on behalf of all of our citizens, do hereby proclaim April 24th, 2025 as Arbor Day in the Town of Vinton, and urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the hearts and promote the well-being of this and future generations.
Thank you, ma'am. Nathan, you have some information? I think.
Councilmember Mullins, Mr. Mayor, other members of council. So just briefly, the Arbor Day celebration is going to be held on Thursday, April 24th at the Vinton Public Library. This is the event we do for the kids. So at the library, we'll have remarks by Vice Mayor Mullins, a library story time, and then a visit by the Virginia Department of Forestry, which always includes a special guest, which we all know who that is. And then on that's the event at the library on April 24th at 11 a.m. That's the public engagement piece, and then the actual planting is going to take place at what was the West Cedar Mobile Home Village that was acquired through a flood mitigation project. The town's going to be planting 10 trees along Glade Road and Cedar Avenue. So
Nice.
So yeah, it's a good grant. So we get the funds from the Virginia Department of Forestry, and it just kind of offsets the cost of planting trees around town. But we try to be strategic about it. This one's kind of twofold. It'll prevent people from parking on the lot that was acquired through the floodplain mitigation project. But yeah, so each year we do this grant, and and going forward, if you know of ideas for future engagement pieces and also for future locations, just let staff know. So we'll be informed.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, the town of Vinton has always supported Arbor Day activities for many years, as a matter of fact. With that, we'll move to the National Public Safety Telecommunications Week proclamation. Mr. Stovall?
Yes, sir, Mr. Mayor. Proclamation whereas the week of April the 13th through April the 19th, 2025 has been declared National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America. And whereas the President of the United States issued a proclamation calling upon the people of the United States to observe that week with appropriate ceremonies and activities. And whereas problems of crime, fire, and other disasters touch and affect all segments of our society, and if unabated, can undermine and erode both the moral and economic strengths of our community. And whereas men and women are engaged in the operations of emergency response systems for the town of Vinton, and whereas these professionals are responsible for responding to stressful telephone calls from the general public for police, fire, and emergency medical assistance, and for calmly and professionally dispatching appropriate assistance to help serve the lives and property of our citizens. And whereas our communications officers daily serve the public in countless ways without recognition by the beneficiaries of their services. Now, therefore, Mayor Bradley Gross and the Vinton Town Council, on behalf of the citizens of our town, proudly proclaim April 13th through 19th, 2025 as National Public Safety Telecommunications Week.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
You must be Mr. Davis.
I just wanted to say briefly, thank you to the Town Council for recognizing public safety telecommunicators. It is a very difficult job to do, and on behalf of our center, we appreciate your recognizing it and taking a moment of your day to point it out for us. Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir. Well, we appreciate the job you and your staff does every day. We know it's a tough job. One time we had our own dispatch here in town, so we're somewhat familiar with what you folks do. And of course, Mike is very familiar.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
So thank you guys very much.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, Mike, you want to give him that proclamation? Sure. Thank you.
who I like to call up here. I got you. So with that being said, Justin went through a 3-month academy. It was very advanced, a lot of homework, a lot of assignments, and a lot of dedication to the town of Vinton and the Vinton Police Department. On the other side of that, Miss Baker had to hold down the fort so he can succeed for our betterment. So with that being said, there are moments in life that reveal the true depth of a person's character. When the demands are great, the days are long, and the balance between personal and professional life feels quite difficult to maintain, and yet, in those very moments, certain individuals rise, and you're one of them. Over the past 9 weeks, while your husband, Detective Corporal Justin Baker, was away training at the Virginia Department of Forensic Science Academy, you carried not only the full weight of your responsibilities at our department, but also the beautiful, relentless, and often invisible labor of motherhood. You cared for your 2 young children, held your family together, and still showed up every single day with focus, strength, and grace. That kind of strength doesn't come from training, it comes from love, character, and unshakable sense of purpose. That is the power of a strong mother. It's easy to overlook the quiet, constant resilience it takes to run a home and be a pillar of professionalism in the workplace. In a world that often underestimates the quiet resilience and daily victories it takes to raise a family, you've shown what it means to lead with love, to push through undoubted fatigue with determination, and to support others without ever asking for recognition in return. True strength isn't loud, it's steady. It's the early mornings, the late nights, the evening preparation of essentials packed with care, and the countless ways you've kept life moving forward for those who count on you. Women who nurture and lead with tremendous heart are the quiet forces that keep our world turning. You are the heart of a family. You're the heart of your family, a cornerstone of our team. What you've accomplished over the past several weeks and what you've continued to do every day for our department is something to be incredibly proud for. On behalf of a grateful Vinton Police Department, we would not have been able to accomplish this incredible training opportunity without your willingness and personal sacrifice, and we're truly honored to work alongside you. Thank you. That being said, her husband will give her some flowers, because that's what good husbands do. Once again. Did you want to speak? It's just going to be thank you. Only 5 seconds.
They teach you time management at this course, so it should be. I did want to say a few things very quickly. I think that thanks are not only in order, but definitely needed here. And I just want to say thank you. First off, to our community. You guys brought me here 5 and some years ago, and I've built a family here, built a home here, and I really love this town. Thank you, council, for backing me. A lot of you guys have become my friends, Mayor, you too, and I really appreciate you guys being behind me as well. It means a lot to our town manager and assistant town manager. Thank you guys as well for taking the time to back me as well. It means so much. Chief, Deputy Chief, Lieutenant Hurt,
You've got some experience along these lines.
You know, you can come to work every day, be a police officer and go to work every day, just do your job and that's it. Or you can have the aspirations to want to make yourself better. And then, it naturally, I mean, not because I attended it, is a prestigious course, as you very well know. And it's something that a lot of people pay attention to. However, the biggest thing that it does is, for you getting out of the box and doing that, along with the other two, it makes our community safer. And truly, in my opinion, that's probably the first and foremost thing that we're here for, is to keep our community safe and to let people know, let them know, you know, as we used to say back in the day, and I know Mr. Lyles like his comment, but when you come to Benton and violate the law, we're going to put you in jail. And, you know, that's what we want to be able to do. So anyway, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you so much. You guys truly are the best. We have the best from the very top to the very bottom, and I'm just lucky to be part of it. You make us look good, and we always like that. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm honored to be your friend and to be able to sit up here and get to meet you guys. You're awesome. Like she said, we've got the best of the best. The only thing that's been going through my head is, who are you? But thank you both. Well, everybody, but the team there, the home team and and the town team.
Yeah, I echo everything everyone said. You know, I'm not sure, but the size of our police department, I don't know if any other police departments have 3 certified folks on that caliber on our team. So it's a big accomplishment, and I know from like my granddaughter living next door to us, it's a lot of work just for me living next door, helping with her. I couldn't imagine with you out for 9 weeks and Mandy, but we all know Mandy, how strong Mandy is. So we know she can do it, but it does take a close bond and close family to do that.
Yeah, sure does. Now, I would just echo what council members have said. Certainly appreciate your hard work and dedication to the job, and that applies for all the members of our police department. We are very, very fortunate, and I brag about our department all the time. Chief, thank you for recognizing everyone tonight. What I really appreciated too is you everyone tied in the family aspect so much. And of course, we're all about that here in the town of Benton. We got jobs to do. You guys do a great job at it, but it's really good that we can recognize how important our families are, both at home and here in the town. So thank you guys for everything. Thank you for being family. Truly an honor to have all of you folks as family, that's for sure. Yeah. Did you want to say? Oh.
This is the next item.
Yep, okay. All right, thank you, folks. We will move on to the next item, which I think our town manager is going to handle. Thank you, sir.
I'll start off by saying I've worked with the chief now in his current capacity for a little over 4 years, and I should know better not to follow his presentation. I'm certainly not a man of the words that that gentleman is, so I'll do my best. So tonight is the last council meeting for our Tony. She is moving on. Despite us trying to talk her out of it, she has decided to take another position. So this is her last council meeting as administrative manager and town clerk. So we just wanted to provide her with a going away gift to remember her time here with the town of Benton. I can take credit for these words, but I will read them nonetheless. Antonia, although your time with the town of Benton has ended, your impact you will have on us here is timeless. So this is a picture of the town clock and a little engraving there, just so that she can remember us in her next location. So, sure, and we would love to have a picture with you.
That's right.
We're not letting her leave town, so she'll be close by. You don't have to.
Thank you. I think I've got a few comments. Keith, would you like to start?
Sure. Yeah, it was very short, but you accomplished a whole lot by being when you're here. So you did a lot of changes for the good. We appreciate it, and we'll miss you. I know that you're a special person and a special employee if Pete Peters will take a picture with you.
No.
We will miss you, Tony, and good luck in the future.
Yeah, like I've said before, it's mixed emotions. I'm happy for you and I'm sad all at the same time. But you have made a lot of changes here that were for the good, and you fixed my computer every time I brought it to you, which is every day just about. So I appreciate that as well.
Instructions on how to fix that.
We'll miss you, but we'll see you out of this capacity. But
Thank you.
and good luck on your next adventures. That's a worthy cause, and I'm glad that that's something that you're going to do, because I know you have a heart for it.
Ma'am?
Well, I appreciate you keeping us on track. Some are more difficult than others, but we try to behave, and you help us every day with something, and I appreciate it. And I tried to spell out "please don't go" on the brownies, but I didn't have enough E's. So, and I didn't want to make you feel bad. We love you, and we're not going to let you go far. Thank you for all that you've done for us.
Job well done. Naturally, time was short. Job well done. Godspeed to you on the next endeavor and the many endeavors. And just know, as the mayor has said, and we've all said, we are family, and you got a place here, and naturally we're going to miss you. But hey, naturally come back to Benton, do anything you need from us. We'll be glad to help you out.
Thanks, sir. Yeah, I certainly have appreciated the time working with you and the job you've done. As it was mentioned before, you've done a lot to keep us straight. I'm a little nervous that you're not going to be here, but I do wish you luck in your new endeavors. Just briefly, I knew you had a good heart, but we had an incident recently that really showed where you were coming from. We had I should have said, kind of a rough night, controversial subject. And after the meeting, as a staff person, Antonio mentioned to several of us that she regretted that we had to go through all that, and she really showed her support and her love for our family, and I thought that was very significant. So thank you for that. You've been great. Good luck. Okay, with that, we will move on to citizen comments and petitions. Nope, don't hear any, so we'll do some work now. We'll move on to the items that do require action, and we'll start with Scott. He's here with us from the Roanoke Valley Regional Cable Television Committee. Good evening, Scott. Good to see you again.
Good evening. Mayor Gross, Vice Mayor Mullins, members of council. Thanks for allowing me time to update you about Roanoke Valley Television, your civic media resource. I'm going to begin by sharing a 1-minute little clip show of some of the things we've done over the past year.
Great.
That was great.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, RVTV is focused on generating awareness about the good things in local government. In the fragmented media ecosystem we have today that often rewards negativity, good things can be hard to find. So our mission is to make the community stronger, more engaged, and better informed. And we do this by working as an extension of your communications efforts for our partners, the city of Roanoke, Roanoke County, and the town of Benton. So we work, of course, out of our 1,500 square foot studio at Jefferson Center, and our team of 5 staff combine 100 years of experience working side by side with your staff whenever requests arise for high quality communications content, which could include not only video, but drone services, graphic design, and animation. So in the past year, we've put together 37 hours of media content, facilitated live streaming of meetings for our partners, both inside and outside of chambers, and provided an overall service value estimated at $2 million. And a few more notable numbers for you to look at. Over the past year, our team has carried out 476 individual projects while significantly increasing our reach online. RVTV continues to be recognized for excellence in production. As you can see here in February, we took home 4 awards from the Public Relations Society of America Blue Ridge chapter, including a Best in Show for some of our efforts. Of course, RVTV is not a static organization. We're continually working with our partners to meet their changing communication needs. A few examples in the past year have been new economic development highlights, career education tools, and expansion of outreach recruiting pieces for our public safety partners, including an upcoming one with the town of Benton that you got a little teaser of in that video. We've also invested in equipment to meet our changing needs. This fall, we've updated our podcast studio to have a video-friendly element that partners have been requesting, with several podcasts in production. We purchased a stage teleprompter you see there with Mr. North that can be used by our partners at events like State of the Town. And in the coming months, we hope to expand our streaming playback options. Our citizens, of course, are consuming media in many different ways. RVTV strives to be available wherever our citizens are, whether that's legacy cablecasts and 3 providers, online streaming, and more often on demand. So everything we produce is provided back to our partners to share in their own communications platforms. And of course, if you're not regularly seeing our content, please follow us any way you'd like or subscribe for updates by email or text. We're overseen by the Regional Cable Television Committee, and that consists of an elected representative. Thank you, Ms. Mullins, for serving on that team. A citizen representative and a communication staff member from each partner agency. Roanoke County is our fiscal agent. I develop annual budgets, which consist of 85% staff costs. The majority of the capital expenses right now are funded through cable franchise grants, and the operating budget is split between the 3 partner agencies by percentage of population. Note that cable fees do not directly offset operating costs, but each locality receives from the state its share of the 5% sales and use communications tax for things like cell phones and cable. Cable subscribers also have a 20% EG fee wrapped up in their taxes to support PEG programming, such as what RVTV provides. So in your packet, once that goes. In your packet, you've seen a line item summary of RVTV's operating budget for fiscal year 2026, and we're pleased to report we're able to keep numbers relatively flat compared to previous fiscal year. This year is an outlier whereby changes in an individual staffing health insurance plans did allow us to absorb much of the 3% cost of living adjustment that was planned by our fiscal agent, Roanoke County. The town's portion ultimately of the request is $25,973, or 4.14% out of the total annual operating budget, which is $622,692. And it is the recommendation of the Cable Television Committee to approve the operating budget. I would just leave in summary just a list of some of the projects we've been involved with the town of Benton in the past year, including a lot of business features, public works demonstrations, lots and lots of event promotions and coverage, and of course drone and graphic design work by requests. We of course are always pleased to work with town of Benton and look forward to things to come. I would now offer any questions or comments that the council may have.
Wow, thank you. Lots of information, really. Very good. Thank you. A wonderful presentation, Scott, and I'm sure there'll be a few comments. We'll start with our representative.
That was great, and I enjoy being on this committee so much. You guys blow me away every time with the work you do.
Appreciate it.
It's amazing. We're so lucky, and thank you very much for that. And I'll just say that this when we had our meeting in April, the most watched video was Gus Nix.
Gus Nick.
Yeah, remember that?
It did
We have
get a
on
lot of
Gus
views.
Nick.
Yeah, it got a lot of views.
Did we?
Yeah, a lot of views.
Are they positive or negative?
It was just views.
Won't go there.
Just a lot of views. We thank you very much for the continued work that you do.
Thank you.
You want,
Yeah, get ready. We're going to do it again here in about another month, just to see if people still paying attention.
All right.
But no, thank you all very much on really getting the word out, and being effective with getting it out and doing just, I feel like, I mean, since the inception back in the day, just a great job of providing to people, what they need. A lot of people can't attend the meetings, but like to know what's going on, and you cover them well, and events. And so, job well done. And thank you for the hard work.
Appreciate it.
thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say thanks. I got to serve on the committee before Lori, and I really had a great time too. And I suggested that we come and do a tour, and you invited us over and took us through, and that was very impressive as well. So thank you for all you do.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is, I enjoyed the tour that we had and got to see, you guys in action there where you like edit everything and you're everywhere. So we appreciate
Like
it.
Debbie.
And,
I like Debbie.
yeah, Scott's
Debbie.
just thanks for everything that you do for us as a town and highlight and showcase the good that's going on here. And you keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Yes, Scott, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. And I certainly think the citizens of Vinton get their money's worth as far as the coverage you guys give us. Seems as though you guys are always there. And I want to comment briefly. Of course, I know your content is always very high quality, but I gotta say that video you just showed is really, really good quality, real good contrast and everything, almost like a 3D thing. Is that the 4K stuff or something?
Well, a lot of times when you view something online, it's compressed. So when you get to actually see the original source material on a HD television, it's going to be better quality. But that's what we're seeing when we're putting out a piece of work.
Right, gotcha. It was great quality. But thank you guys for what you do. Appreciate it. All right, folks. With that, we do need to consider a resolution which would approve the operating budget for the year 2025 to 2026.
Go ahead. No,
I'll make a motion to adopt the resolution approving as presented.
and I'll second.
Oh, Lori?
No, it's fine.
All right, we have a motion by Councilmember McCarty, second by Vice Mayor Mullins. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Lyles?
Yes.
Councilmember McCarty?
Yes.
Councilmember Stovall?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
Mayor Gross?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, folks. Thank you, Scott. Very impressive. All right, John, looks like it's your turn now, along with, I know the guy's name is Brad, right? That's with you.
Brad did all the good work on this. Mayor Gross, Vice Mayor Mullins, pleasure to be back in front of council again for a second time. Hard to believe it's been almost a year. I'm definitely getting ready to prove the old saying, saving the best for last, as being wrong tonight. That was awesome presentation to represent your officers, but then also bringing the wife and the mother up. So that was great. And anyway, you've been awesome to work with. Gonna miss you. And I was giving Scott a hard time saying I'm glad he had to go before me, but then he just did that. So now I'm here to talk about trash.
Yeah, you can.
We love that too.
Yeah, just a little bit of an update on activities since you all were out last at the landfill and what we've been doing there. So we're about a year into the new cell that you all had just seen. It was projected to be 6 years of cell life there. We track that monthly with drone survey data and do the airspace calculations. And so we've been in there for about 15 months now, and we're 4.9 years of airspace left. So we're beginning to work on development of that next cell. You saw some activity with our gas partnership with Archaea, now BP. That project's moving along well. Was there today with those folks. They're Our agreement with them was based off of 1,000 CFM of renewable natural gas once converted. Today, production, we're about 60% complete with all the well field improvements. That's at 1,772 CFM. By the time they finish, we may hit close to 2,000. So the revenue that's projected to do that, it's a game changer for the organization, which is deferred capital, deferred maintenance, deferred equipment replacement. We'll really be able to do a lot of good things with that new revenue that's coming in from that project. They've now elevated it because of the numbers. We were 6th in queue for project completion. Found out today we've been bumped up to the top of the list because of the numbers they're seeing there. So that revenue I'll mention here a little bit, were royalty payments that'll actually probably this year come in as actual revenues off of the gas production, and it's a very successful project. Jeremy Garrett's not here tonight, but he's a key architect of that agreement. No out of cost to the Resource Authority. So Mr. Garrett did a really good job negotiating that. Have Brad here with me. You'll see some different numbers. Our budget looks much different than it did 2 years ago, and that's credit to Brad. He's really dove in and taken a good hard look at our budget. One of the other things that we've done, and I mentioned when we were here last year, we've begun looking at our master planning for our opportunity to really started off of our opportunity to grow revenue at Smith Gap by being able to take in tonnage from the outside. What we found going through the master planning effort is we have about 40 years of airspace left total in that facility. So our ability now to maybe go out and I'm sure you all have seen, what's happened in Region 2000 and whatnot. Our ability to go out and grab additional revenue from additional tonnages is pretty much maxed out. We're at the tonnages we think we're comfortable with to be able to maintain that asset over the 40-year airspace life we have left. Does that mean we're leaving Smith Gap? Probably not. There'll be different technologies that are developed and be different ways of managing your solid waste at that time. Be happy to answer any questions about any of those things, or just really quickly dive into the impact physically to Vinton on budget. Our board was presented and adopted at their March 26th meeting at the Resource Authority a $19,116,734 budget. That's a $2.3 million increase. A lot of that's in revenue, but a lot of that also is in refining the numbers, and that's Brad's good work in really tracking where our expenses are versus our revenues. The portion of that 2.3, we have $831,000 programmed in from the Archaea project. We've picked up $477,000 in new revenue from contracted municipal waste that we've gone out and secured over the course of the last year. That gets us up to that point kind of now where we're pretty stable on probably where we'll see tonnages for quite some time. And then our contracted waste, what we already have contracts with folks tonnage wise, we're seeing a growth in that as well. So we have some caps on that, and they've been under those caps. We're getting about $477,000 projected in revenue growth this coming year from those sources. We're projecting a municipal waste increase from $56.50 per ton to $58 per ton. That's a $1.50 per ton increase on the municipal side. That translates to about $30,000 in new revenue for the authority. And that's because Roanoke City sees an increase. Roanoke County actually sees a decrease. Salem sees a nominal increase. Vinton sees an increase of about $4,335 with that over that $1.50 per ton cost, and that's just because in our four local governments it's pretty steady tonnage wise. I will say of that increase, the $4,335, I'm reimbursing the town a significant portion of that through meals tax. I'm here at the gas station quite a bit.
Good. Appreciate
it. So I'd be happy to answer any questions you may have. And also RVTV and those folks, they have done some work for us as well and have done a fabulous job.
Yes, they are. Yeah. And you guys are doing a great job too. Any comments, folks?
Let's keep it up. It was a really interesting tour. I still think about that when we went there that day. I never knew what for the years I was on council with the old way of tipping fees. I really didn't know what that meant, but it's actually tipping the train upside down, and so that was pretty crazy. But it seems like it works a lot better now without tipping everything over, and the way you guys are doing it. So yeah, hopefully you'll be there for years to come.
You would.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still think about it too. When I throw things away, I'm like, is there something else I could be doing with this? I just think about it, and it makes so much more sense when you tell us now. I'm like, I could see it, like what we were looking at, the sales and different things. So thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Well, Keith made an excellent point. When you give a presentation, it takes about 6 minutes and mention the word revenue 5 times in a positive manner. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's, I of course I couldn't make it that day, but anyway, good job. And keep doing what you're doing because it looks like it's working.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Sure is. We appreciate so much professionalism we see. I think this valley is very, very fortunate to have you and Brad and leaders like that running that whole operation in a professional manner. Very important to the entire valley. And I've often thought, or on occasion, boy, if we didn't have you guys up there, we would have a problem, And so I just think the Resource Authority is just an awesome asset for this entire valley. So thank you guys a lot.
I would, if you haven't seen, I think it's to mention to that point in the work that, the 40 employees at the Resource Authority do every day, your folks do here in town, our city, county, Salem. If you pay attention, I think it's the second largest city in England right now. All of their workers have gone on strike that work in that field. They're unionized, and there's trash piled up in the streets for 6 weeks. So, the importance of what they do, because it's not seen until it's seen.
Yeah, right.
Well, isn't that a great point? It's one of those things we just assume our trash is going to be taken away every day or every week. We don't even think about it, but it's really an important process. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, Council, we have before us a resolution that would approve the operating budget for the Roanoke Valley Resource Authority as presented by John this evening. Is there a motion?
So move the resolution, Mr.
I'll second.
Motion by Councilmember Stovall, second by Councilmember Lyles. Please call them.
Councilmember Lyles?
Yes.
Councilmember McCarty?
Yes.
Councilmember Stovall?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Mullins?
Yes.
Mayor Gross?
Yes. Thank you. Okay, folks, as we move on to the next item, it's our policy committees, and it's that time of year where we reappoint all of the VML policy committees. Are you folks okay with the committees you're on?
Sure.
Yep. So is that all we need, or do we need a vote on it?
We need a vote on it, but I know how much you guys love the committees.
All right.
Is it just ayes, or so we need a motion?
I would do a motion to reappoint all the members to the committees. I think you can do them collectively.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll make a motion to re-elect to each committee.
Thank you, sir.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion by Councilmember Lyles, second by Vice Mayor Mullins. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. And now, the appointment of a town clerk. Once again.
But what light of the evening?
Yeah. How many nominees do we have for this?
What's the qualification?
Yeah, the only people I see in the audience is Nathan or Debbie.
I don't think John
says,
John, you want the town clerk's job?
Cody needs a new job.
Oh, yeah.
How about a high side hustle?
That's right. That's right, Keith. Keith's gonna get the job. Cody's gonna do all the work.
All right, is there a motion to appoint Mr. Peters as our temporary town clerk?
I'll make a motion to appoint Mr. Peters as our temporary town clerk.
Thank you.